have something to share with my young friends, little children whom I love. I would like you to have a look at this book. This is called the Bible. Why do I take the Bible and introduce this to all of you? Because the Bible was a great influence in my life. I'm happy to tell you that I learned the English language because of the Bible. I grew up in Kerala years ago, and in those days I had to study in the Malayalam medium school. It was when I reached standard 4 that I saw the English alphabet for the first time. There was no way I could hear English spoken by anyone in my area. Then how did I develop a fair degree of command over the English language? And I'm not boasting. I can tell you that when I went round giving talks in various countries, especially the UK and United States of America, the people there used to ask me whether I was educated in England or in America and which university. They couldn't believe that somebody from Kerala, somebody from India, could speak English the way I do. And I had to tell all of them that the secret of my English is this book. When I was in standard 7, my mother, whom I greatly revere, my mother died 50 years ago. The greatest influence on my life was my mother. My mother gave me a very precious gift, and that was an English Bible. And I cherished it so much. It was the greatest excitement in my life. And I started reading the Bible and learning biblical texts by heart. Admittedly, I did not understand what I was reading, but my excitement was so great that I started committing to memory various texts. I could, for example, recite chapters 5, 6, 7. It's called the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew's Gospel. I could recite many Psalms. I could recite many chapters from the 4 Gospels and many texts from the Old Testament. Slowly, I got so saturated with passages from the Bible that the English language began to sink deeper and deeper into me. And without my knowing it, I began to develop an inner relationship with English, and I fell in love with the language. Therefore, when the time came for me to choose a subject for my higher studies, though I was very proficient in science subjects, I chose English as my main field of study. I was good enough to be admitted to Trivandrum Engineering College on a state scholarship. But I left engineering and I joined a course in English language and literature in Bishop Moore College. And later on, of course, did a postgraduate degree. I taught English all my life. And English was virtually my passport to the whole of the world. Now, I want to say this to you, that if you read the Bible, not just casually, but read the Bible, enjoying it, and allowing the Bible to seep into you, the extent to which this can help you to develop your language is unbelievable. I did not learn English from a teacher. The Bible was my teacher of the English language. Therefore, out of love for you, I would commend this to you. Please read the Bible. All right, you don't want to read the English Bible, read the Malayalam Bible. You will improve your command over the Malayalam language. My field was English literature, and the study of the Bible, familiarity with the Bible, helped me a great deal in excelling in the study of English literature. You cannot actually study English literature without a good knowledge of the Bible. And before I close, let me also say this to you, that the time you spend or the effort you invest in mastering a language is not a waste. These are the days of science and technology. Therefore, many people think that one need not really take much trouble over developing the efficiency in the use of language. That's not the case at all. From my own experience, I can say this to you, that the ability to use a language or 2 languages, 3 languages properly is an important aspect of personality development. Communication is an important ingredient in personality development. Suppose you have many ideas, but you can't express them. Nobody will listen to you. Nobody will take you seriously. Therefore, even if you want to be a doctor, an engineer, or an administrative officer, or anything else, still you must improve your language, master a language. And I found, in my experience, reading the Bible regularly and learning many chapters of the Bible by heart over a period of time was the greatest blessing in my life in developing my familiarity or my control or my mastery of the English language. This has helped me to an extent which is hard to explain. I can only commend this to all of you. Young people, are you above 5 years old? I have a granddaughter who is now 5.5 years old. I encourage her to learn a verse from the Bible daily by heart. She does it, and it has done wonders with her. It's unbelievable how much she has improved because of it. So are you 5 years old, 6 years old? Start. Get hold of a Bible. Read 1 verse a day. Learn it by heart. And let me also now share a personal experience with you. A few days ago, I had a phone call from a college mate of mine who studied with me in Bishopmoor College some 52 years ago. You know what he was recalling? He said, do you remember in those days, whenever we met, you used to surprise us by quoting chapters and chapters from the Bible. And that's something that my friend remembers as my doing 52 years ago. Nobody forgets it. I may have done many mischiefs and played many pranks, it's all forgotten. But here is somebody who 52 years later tells me, remember, in those days, you used to quote the Bible to us, and that encouraged us. Now that, my friend, is the blessing in developing a wonderful, deep, lively relationship with the Bible. This is the greatest thing that has come into existence. And I'm not the only one saying this. The great thinkers of all times, do you know Ruskin Bond, Milton, Abraham Lincoln, all these people knew the entire Bible by heart. From one page to the other, they could recite the whole Bible by heart. Such is the greatness of the Word of God. I commend this to you out of love for you. This is the heavenly food I would like all of you to be fortified with. Read the Bible, learn it by heart, but pay attention to the language, the most beautiful language you can ever imagine. The purest, the most, the sweetest language you can imagine is what you get from the Bible. There is no better English than what you can learn from the Bible. Read the Bible regularly, learn it by heart, keep it in your heart. God bless you.
I2I News, an eye for truth.